we're back. Well, actually it's finishing off, I'm starting, should I say, during the end of the last episode that you saw, which was fitting LMGT4s. I'll give you a quick peek of them. Nice. Okay, so today, what are we going to do today? Everything today is here. I have 3 parts to fit. I will show you the first part. For those of you who can't tell already, this is the Nismo titanium strut brace. So this basically replaces the OEM strut brace, which goes here, sits just there. But this really, I think, finishes off the car. It makes it look so good. And just check out, I haven't opened it yet, but just check out some of those welds. They are beautiful, beautiful welds. So I guess let's open this up and have a look what we have. I feel like I'm gonna regret touching this with my grubby fingers, so I might put some gloves on in a minute. Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, can't quite see that. So they're the end that go on the towers. Let's get some gloves. Okay, we have gloves. Let's tilt this up a little bit. Let's check out this Nismo emblem. Ooh, that is nice. So I think it's all back to front for you. But yeah, Nismo. I can't believe how light titanium is as well. So cool. Let's get this fully unwrapped now. So this will sit basically like that. I think it's just going to finish off the engine bay perfectly. I have got something else which will finish it off as well. But first of all, let's get this installed. Should be pretty easy. Looks like it's just two nuts. Strut tower should stay in there, or the suspension should stay in there with the weight of the car. So it should just be a case of undo the nuts, lift it off, put the new one on, put it back down. I, of course, now have jinxed it and it will not go to plan at all. So let's see what happens. Looks like it's a 14 mil. Let's get it on there. These are tight. We will of course give this a bit of a clean underneath before we put the new strut brace on. And as easy as that, it comes off. Now, I don't really have anything special to clean in there with it at the moment, so we're going to use our trusty friend WD-40. Let's give it a polish up. I mean, a lot of this you're not going to see again because the other strut tower is going to cover it, or strut brace, sorry. I keep saying. It'd be nice to give it just a little clean up. Looks good. We'll give the other side another quick clean up. So giving them a clean up. What I did buy, go with these, is just to protect the tower tops a little bit, is I have these, which are, I can't remember who they're from somebody, maybe Duluck, I think. I will put the who they're from in the bottom. They're just kind of a thin plastic shim that go over the strut towers just to protect. I didn't want any kind of funky chemical reaction between the titanium and the steel. So let's get this lined up and see how that looks. Ooh, perfect. Oh man, that looks so good. So good. Now, it's going to be a bit tricky fitting these nuts as they're kind of recessed deep down in there now. So I think I might just have to guide them on with the socket. I was going to say the sealer between the panels is a bit of a step, but I now see that the way the brace is made is actually does sit and has notches out especially for the sealing, which yeah is perfect. You wouldn't expect anything else from OEM fitment. That is, you know, I know you can get lots of different manufacturers of braces and parts, but there is something to be said about OEM fitment. Is just everything you buy from OEM, Nismo, just fits. You don't have to mess around, you don't have to cut anything out, it just fits. That is one of the perks. I know you pay extra for things like this because it's, you know, the Nismo tax, so to speak, but sometimes it's just worth it because when it fits and there's no messing around, you know, you can't really ask more than that. I'm not saying all aftermarket parts don't fit, they do, but sometimes they're just not quite right and you just have to fettle with them to get them to kind of fit perfectly. I think we can get the torque bar on that. I'm not sure what it should be torqued to. I wonder if it says on the instructions. 40 to 53 Newton meters. I guess the weight of the car is there we go. Let's have a look how that looks. That looks so good. It just really finishes it off with the engine bay looking like that. So I guess the next thing to move on to is the next part. So with that fitted, looking really good. Next is in this box. Let's get it unboxed for you. This from Garage Defend is a carbon radiator shield panel. I don't know what you'd really call it. Cowl. Yeah, as you'd expect, super lightweight being carbon. Looks like it mounts using the existing hardware. So I think all I need to do is undo a few of the bolts, slip this in and do them all back up again. So I'm interested to see how the front fits in, or maybe it just kind of clips under what's already there. But let's have a look. So it looks like it's gonna go something like this. Now what can I see? I can see it's going to use this radiator bracket, these two clips for the air intake, and that radiator bracket, and then the two here for, what's that? I'm not sure what that is, some kind of canister of something. And also it looks like I might need to take out the bonnet stay, but that's okay. That's okay because we have something else for that. Yeah, and I think the rest of it just looks like it kind of slips under everything else. So let's get those few things removed. Not sure how I'm going to do the bonnet stay. I don't really know how that's clipped in there. But yeah, let's get the rest of it removed for now. So for the airbox, that's pretty easy. Just pop off these clips. Just work out these clips. 1, 2, and that lifts off. That was easy, that part. It looks like it's this radiator, and these two bolts holding on whatever that is. So let's get them loosened off. Probably would be nice some new dress-up bolts and some new radiator bracket. Going to be on the list for the next things. I'm not actually sure what this is. Take off these nuts, and I think all that's left is the bonnet stay. So we need to perhaps look at how we're going to keep that propped up. I will give this a quick clean over before I put the panel in. Back to our friends Mr. WD-40, just to give it a quick clean up. Not that you're going to see any of this under the scuttle panel, or not the scuttle panel, the radiator panel, but I know it's there and I know it's clean. Right, what's left to do? This, how does that come out? Does it just pull out? Yes, it does. Okay, so I've got that out, which has left me in a little bit of a predicament, so I've got nothing to hold the bonnet open with now. So we're gonna have to drop that and find something just quickly to hold it open with. Okay, I've got it precariously perched on a bar, so let's look at getting this scuttle keep saying scuttle. Let's look at getting this carbon shroud lined up. Shall we? It's gonna sit something like that. So it looks like these need to come off. Looks like it's going to be a really tight fit. Ah, I see. So it looks like I need to drop it lower than those bolts. What do they hold in, I wonder? I wonder if it's going to be easier to remove these. It looks like it holds in the bonnet latch, so I don't really want to be messing around with that, because once I've got this on, it's not going to go back in, is it? Or does it go over that? I think they might have to come out, you know? I think they're coming out. Okay, so I have them two removed. Let's try again now. This huge garage and I'm still tripping over things. I think it sits under those. Oh my God, this is challenging to say the least. I think it's going to be something like this. Okay, let's try this a different way. Yes. Ah, it's in. Yeah. Let's get this rebuilt. So here we are. It's all installed now. Last piece to go on, or second to last piece to go on, should I say, is the air intake scoop. So that just pops on there like that. And these clips just pop in, hopefully. So it's just a case of nipping up or loosening off a couple of bolts to let it sit properly. But all in all, that looks rather nice. So last piece to go on is the bonnet stay. This is old, crusty. So the last piece, or the third piece for today, is I have bagged myself a rather nice titanium from Fujitsu, who is the maker of the exhaust. A rather nice bonnet stay. So let's get this figured out, how it went in. Or do we put the bung in first, maybe? The bung is in. Just need to get this kind of wiggles its way in at a bit of a funny angle. Here we go. So we'll take my temporary bonnet stay out. There we go. And that is the icing on the cake. Let's have a good look. Yeah, that looks really cool. Yeah, so the bonnet stay, radiator carbon radiator cowl, and the titanium strut brace. All very cool things. Let's get little bit of natural lighting. I'm really, let's move back out of the way. Really happy with how that looks. I think it just really sets off the engine bay now. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed this. A few modifications on the engine bay this afternoon. Strut brace, radiator, somewhere there, radiator cowl, and yeah, there, the bonnet stay. If you have been enjoying this, please do give it a thumbs up and a comment. It's looking so good on the LMGT4s. Really happy with that. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and yeah, see you next time. Take care.